I see. Where you at now? If you don't mind us asking.
Well, I'm pretty much in 100-degree weather down here in Texas, so I'm trying to do what it do.
Oh, you in the South. You
Yes,
deep in the
yes.
South. Okay. That's what's up.
It's nice down here. Like, I love the weather. I just don't like the way the people drive. They can't drive. It's crazy.
Oh man, so we all over the place right now. Deidre, where are you located at? Ohio?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, so we got Ohio on the line, Maryland on the line, Texas on the line, and Louisville, Kentucky on the line. So, we connecting right now.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. Already, that's what it's about. I'll go ahead, CX, my bad. I was about ready to step on your toes already. I ain't trying to get on your bad side tonight. Go ahead, bro. I basically gonna say what I guess you were about to say. You know what I mean? Queen Amina, just let everybody, know what it is, what you're about. Give everybody the background and out the dates about you. You know what I mean? And start it rolling on.
Okay. Well, I've been writing poetry. I'm a poetess. I've been writing poetry for about 20 years. I've been writing novels for about 10 years. I finally decided to open my own publishing company. And it's called Show It Well Publications. I'm looking for all types of writers. I felt like, all the publishing companies that I went to, they wanted way too much. And they just weren't trying to help out somebody that's actually writing a message anymore. Right now, they just want to see the baby mama and the ex-girlfriend take over and the side chick win. And that's not what I write about. So my book wasn't going where it wanted. So I started my own. And I've just always had this voice where I decided to say, you know what? I do a blog channel. It's called The Queen Speaks. It's on YouTube. And then I started interviewing people. I felt like, if I have a little platform, even though I only got about 10,000 followers, that's a handful of people that can pass me on, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And I started interviewing people and getting them out there, no matter what their mission is. I had a young lady on my show whose daughter's been missing for 10 years and she was looking for her. I had a couple poets, a couple writers, a couple authors, a couple rappers, and I actually got a tattoo done live on one of my shows, trying to big up the black tattoo artists that own a tattoo company in DC. So, I just try to get myself out there and big up and enlighten people on the way. That's just what it's about right now. Networking and building a team and making the dreams come true.
Hey, that's okay. Sound like some good stuff right there. Most definitely, man. Big ups to you. And where are you from originally?
Oh, I'm Philly home, born and raised. Philly girl all day. Philly stand up. So I started writing in a downtime in my life in Philly, and I realized I can't take out my frustrations on them Philly streets. I need to start enlightening and I'm teaching lessons. So, Philly is kind of hard to grow up when you're on your own at 13. You know what I'm saying? So I just tried to turn my negative into a positive and keep it pushing.
Oh, man, that's what's up. What part of Philly? North Philly, West Philly, South Philly?
I'm from Mount Airy, but I've lived in every single part of Philadelphia. And when I got tired of Philly, it was like, you know what? I moved to Cali for a while. I got tired of Cali. I moved to New York. I got tired of New York because the rent is like ridiculous to live in a box. So I moved to Maryland. And then I got married when I was living in Maryland. And my husband actually got stationed at Fort Bliss. So here we are down here in Texas with the good old heat and teeny bugs that you can't see. So
that's what's up. But you for sure living life, man. She done been all the way on the West Coast. Started in Philly on the East Coast, came back to New York and Maryland. Now you down south. So hey, that's what's up. That's what life's about, man. There's so much to see, so much to do. So,
yes.
Big ups to you.
Thank you. I mean, the atmosphere here is different. It's different. My girls are getting straight A's. People here are kind of very, very accepting. You know, the only thing about being here is majority Spanish speaking people. So I gotta learn Spanish because I need to know when somebody talk about the Queen. That's the only thing I gotta do.
I know that's right. What's your favorite place that you lived at? Out of all them places you just named, what would you say is your favorite?
Honestly, where I am now is my favorite. I want to say being down here because I'm basically like in borderline New Mexico. So depending on which way I drive, I can drive straight into Mexico. So, you know, I actually love being here. It doesn't really snow. Like it snowed one night and the next day the snow was going and it was like 80 degrees. So, you know, like I love here. I love the heat. I love the atmosphere. Like whenever I'm feeling sad, it's this little mountain that no matter which way I turn, I see this mountain and it looks like a postcard. So, you know, it keeps me serene and calm. And, you know, other places I want to say had me a little like, look, you know what I'm saying? So, depending on traffic is the only thing that gets under my skin here because people can't drive here. But other than that, everything else is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Word. That's what's up, man.
So if I heard you correctly, you know what I mean, you like YouTube, you got like 10,000 followers. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. On between my Queen Amina page and my Show Up Well Publications page and my YouTube channel, about 10,000 followers. You know, in a week I'll have about 30,000 people touch my page and share and comment and say a couple things. Actually, Facebook did this really cute thing where it just let me know I had a top fan and, you know, put my little top fan up in the corner and, you know, big up her. And so thank you to my top fan on Queen Amina. I appreciate you. And so, you know, because on my Queen page, I don't just share myself. I share everything. Things that I feel as though are beautiful, things that I feel as though is injustice. They stay blocking the Queen, but, you know, that's what I do. I share what I can.
Well, you know, with that being said, maybe, you know, our little brother, because I don't even think you got half a follower.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I think you might need to come on your show so you can get us out there a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm definitely live on my Queen page. So you got to tell everybody, you know, your radio station, how to find you on Facebook and all that. And, you know, I'll share it.
Oh, okay. You know, well, if I tell them to look for me, you know, they have to be prepared for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of those, like, you know, I'm raw. You know, raw and uncut and unscripted.
Well, listen.
This dude, hey, we like to say it like this. He's the and I'm the scripted.
Oh, wow.
I try to keep it a little, you know, we all unscripted, but this dude right here, like right now, he in Facebook jail. You know what I'm saying? Because he be, you know, wild with it a little bit. But always real, though. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that people, you know how it be, people just can't accept the real. It hurt them too much.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Too real. It's going to hurt a fake person. You know what I'm saying?
True. I stay in Facebook jail. Just recently somebody reported me. So, you know, on my page, all my followers know that the Queen keeps it very, very blunt, very real. Like I said, I come from them Philly streets. I don't know how to play them games and be fake and all that. I just don't know how to do it. I'm a woman appreciator. I'm a people congratulator. But at the same time, people know don't get on the Queen's other side because the other side will show you some things that you don't want to know about the Queen. So trust me, anything uncut, you are welcome to share. Oh, I actually got a group. It's called Queen Amina's Entertaining Babies. As long as you're not naked, you can share whatever you want to share on there and I will share it out. You know what I'm saying? Promote it, post it. That's what I do. But I just got out of Facebook jail on the 28th. I think that was yesterday. So, you know, I stay in there too. So.
I knew I'd seen it before. So, you know, with the page where you can share everything, you know, I have, you know, a bit of taco meat on my chest. You say if you're not as getting naked, would you consider a man, you know, with a shirt off and I got taco meat?
Yeah, that's kind of naked to me. You know, I got some, you know, I don't post that. Now, if you got on a white beater, you know, I share that. But if you ain't got no shirt on, I can't share that. Somebody, I told this guy one day, I said, you can share your videos on my page. I didn't realize his video was him rapping between three girls who got on thongs and they were twerking. So, of course, we know that video didn't make it to the page because I don't share that. I feel like that's so disrespectful to women. I don't even understand why that's the thing, why everybody twerking. I'm a mom. I got 3 girls, 1 boy, and I be damn. Let me see one of my oldest daughter is 22. Let me see her twerking. I swear to God, my foot be coming out her mouth. I'm not even that chick. We don't even play like that. So, you know, So.
I understand.
But you know what? I wanted to thank y'all so much for interviewing me today because I'm normally the one who interviews everyone. And it feels good to kind of be the interviewee. So thank y'all so much for having me.
Oh, no problem. Like I said in the beginning, go ahead, though.
No, I was just going to say again, we thank you. Thank you. And that's what we were saying. Like, we know this is a different role for you because you're usually the one giving the interview, so it's exciting for us to interview somebody that usually does the interviews because you can critique us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do what we do, so we know your radar is up. You like, oh, they slipping, they fucking up right there. Now, okay, they doing that good, so that's good. You know what I'm saying? We like this.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know, we have one future female co-host on the line. I was telling her us interviewer is about to interview her. Interviewer, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
You know what I'm saying? And she didn't get what I was saying. You know, she threw all types of subliminal hate at me and everything, and like basically saying she wish I would die.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh my goodness.
Wait a minute. You open up your mouth, you spewing lies about me. What's up with that?
I didn't know I had it.
She said the interviewee. Because that was the correct word. I was helping you out.
So you didn't just say you wish I was dead. You didn't just say, don't hurt
What
me.
did I say? I wish you was dead. Oh my God. I can't take No, this is why you my favorite. I can't trust you. I can't even trust Carlos. And then, as soon as we get off, he gonna be in my inbox talking stuff to me. He be on disrespectful.
Go ahead, though, man.
No, I was just gonna compliment our guest. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard her say she has a 22-year-old. I would have never thought that. Now I know you said you're a married woman, so I'm not hitting on you, but I'm just giving you props. I mean, I don't know how old you are, and I'm not gonna ask. I never ask a lady her age. But you have a 22-year-old. You definitely don't look like you would have a 22-year-old.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know black don't crack. Y'all better stop playing. You already know black don't crack. You know at all.
Definitely don't. It definitely don't.
Look, all I do is rest and get dressed. That's all I do. I'm trying to tell you. You know. So I actually have 4 children, and my son is 19. He'll be 20 in June, so big up to him. He's in the Marines. He's over there in Hawaii right now, just doing what it do. So, you know, I'm telling you, I want to say honestly, I'm fortunate and blessed to have had enough mindset to say, you know what, Philly is not the place to be. Let's get up and explore, because doing so, my children are very well-rounded, very educated, very humble, you know, very to themselves, and they know what the streets is like, so they don't perform in them. So, you know, I want to say, because Philadelphia's changed. You know, we used to have a lot of libraries and, you know, fire stations and things like that. They done closed the libraries. They done intermingled the middle schools with the high schools. So now your 12-year-old will be in school with 18-year-old people. Like, it wasn't working for me. It wasn't working. So I had to seek better, higher education other places and somewhere to be peaceful, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the queen used to be a fighter, and let an 18-year-old be talking to my 12-year-old. Somebody going to the grave and I'm going to jail, and that's all I know. So I had to leave and explore my horizons and get out of there. I mean, don't get me wrong, Philly is my city, you know, but I don't even go to there. I go through there now. So that's just what it is. So
hey, we ain't mad at you. Sometimes you gotta grow. You gotta, you know,
grow.
If you know somewhere is not the best environment for you, you know what I'm saying, to be. If you feel like you would be in trouble, then, you know, that's just being wise. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, the older you get, the wiser you get. You gotta make better decisions, especially for your children when you got children.
Definitely.
So, hey, we ain't knocking that at all.
Definitely.
Not at all. And so, you know, in respect to your literary career, how many books do you have on the market?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. I have 3.
Okay, let's go.
I have 3 poetry books. Because that's how I started. Like I said, poetry got me to the positive person that you hear in front of you today, or see if you want to watch the feed. But poetry got me where I am. I was very down, very troubled, and I just started writing, and I had so many poems, at least 500 poems, and somebody told me I should put them in a book. But like I said, a couple different agencies came to me, but the way they came to me was just like, oh, we can do this, and no money down, but we own this. And it's just like, how do you own something that I created? Like, so you got to read the fine print with them big companies. So that's what made me open my own publishing company. And when I wrote I have 2 novels out. One is called If Some Wishes Came True, and it actually has a sequel coming out called Wishes Reality. And then I have a book that I just dropped in February called Queenie Secrets. Basically, everything I write about is like life experience. Queenie Secrets is not actually my life because, in the book, the girl actually becomes an assassin, and that's not me, even though I used to be one of my dreams. So, but anyway, I read The Coldest Winter Ever. And I fell in love with it, and that's what made me write If Some Wishes Came True. And I said, you know what? If anybody, if I can do it, anybody can. And if I can do it and do it on my own, I can help others get to where they want to go to. So that's what made me say, you know what? I'm not just going to write. I'm going to open a company and build people. And I actually signed a gentleman. His name is Madafa, and he has a book coming out in June under Show It Well Publications called Lessons Through Time, which is actually an awesome book. I'm actually finishing it up now. It's basically, it's like if slaves could come and see how we were living. So these slaves come back from the past to help these guys that's living in the present. So it's a really interesting concept. I love how the book was written. It's basically like, I want to say honestly, and not to say it like that, but a lot of people don't know what they're wasting in life. Like all these people running around half naked, fighting for no reason, all that. They don't know that the people really fought for us to have these freedoms, and they're kind of just squandering it, And so that story really kind of touched me, and it's kind of all the books that I publish, not gonna lie, kind of a little bit of gangster, a little bit of thug in it, a little bit of drama, but that's how we live in Philly. So, that's just what it is, because he's a Philly born and raised himself as well, even though he lives in Cali. So, it's just, you got to do something to stimulate the mind, and I'm a reader. I got a 70-inch TV, but I'll barely turn it on. I'm a reader. I'd rather read a book, or write a book, or, learn something new.
And that book concept you was just explaining, man, that definitely sounds like a deep one right there.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something, that should be like a TV series or something. Something like that.
Definitely. Yeah. It's going to have a spinoff. It's going to have a spinoff, though. The girls are going to decide they're actually going to stay in the future instead of going back in the past. So I'm not told too much. But it's definitely going to have a spinoff. But Lessons Through Time will be out June 15th. Y'all better cop that. Y'all can get everything through my website, Show It Well Publications.com. So y'all can get anything through there.
That's what's up. So for you, like you're like for you that you're writing, like is that something that you've done since you was like a young kid? Like you always had a passion for it, or was it like a talent that you discovered later on in life? Like as you got older, you just started writing?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I was born and raised in a Muslim household, so education was always the key for us. We always had to read. On Fridays we passed the Quran around and we had to read, so I was always reading. So when it came time for like English class and writing class and things like that, I could bust out a short story like no other, so one day I just decided, I said, you know what, I'm going to try my best to write a book and make sure that it sounds good, and it's not just anything. And if I can do that, I can do anything. So that's what I did. I've always had an awesome imagination. So I just incorporated my imagination with my actual life and just put it together. So as you read, and you won't know what I really did and what I really didn't. So, you know.
Now, are your books under your own publication?
Yes, they are.
You written the 3 books? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it's about.
Show It Well Publications. Yes. You can find it on Facebook. All my books are on Amazon. So I'm trying right now to get them all in Barnes and Nobles as well. But I just wanted to see how far they actually went. Queenie Secrets, I'm actually trying to work with a agency to get it turned into a little movie or whatever, you know, something on Fox or something like that, because it's actually a pretty good read. Well, I read it myself and was like, damn, I wrote this? So, you know, when you impress yourself, you got to do something. So, you know.
And what, you know, also, you said you grew up in a Muslim household. It seemed like Philly, man. It seemed like it's real prevalent in Philly. Like even the street dudes, man, they be Muslims. It's like it seemed like a lot of us black folks in Philly, man. It's like that's damn near. You seem like it's more black folks that's Muslim than it is Christian in Philly. You know what I'm saying? That kind of would you say that's accurate for the most part?
I want to say a lot of people start out Christian and eating pork and all that, and then the more Philly advanced, a lot of people transitioned themselves. Because I remember people making fun of me for being Muslim, like literally trying to put pork bacon in my face, all that. I remember them people making fun of me. And nowadays, these people garbed up. All you can see is their eyes, and you know. So yeah, I mean, people made the transition, but some people made the transition and didn't do the reading, so they don't truly know. They just following the fad. And I've never been that. I've never been one to follow the fad. I have to go with what's in my soul. Like, and so for right now, I don't practice being Muslim, even though I was born and raised in that household. I'm just spiritual because I practice with a Christian lady, a Jehovah Witness girl. And, you know, them Jehovah Witness, they don't play, but I practice with a Jehovah Witness girl and grew up in a Muslim household. And reading all of these books, they all have a lot in common. So for me, I have to go by my spirit. I got to go where my mind and my heart and my soul pulls me. So I believe there is one God, and I believe there is one hell and one heaven. So, you know, I'm not really religious. That's not really my thing. I'm all about just having respect for yourself and respect for others.
Hey, amen. Definitely amen at that.
Yeah, you know, I'm just a firm believer that us right now, we are living in hell right now, so the only alternative is heaven.
True.
When our life expires in this hell.
True.
Us as black people.
True.
I mean, not the coons, but the black people that see what's going on. We're black people living in hell.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, the only alternative is heaven.
True.
I mean, but no, as far as you got we gonna have to you know, come on your show one day. You have to interview us.
Yes.
We want to get known 30,000 people. We got to come on your show.
Y'all do.
I have some books. Yes, we will. I have 3 books that I haven't published yet, so I might, you know, gotta get in tune with you on that. You know,
you better get on my website. You better get on my website. I keep trying. Listen, I had this one guy who used to follow my page, and he signed with this company, and he's telling me, "Oh, I spent thousands of dollars. If I would have known, you know, I would have signed under you." And I said, okay, well, you know, now you know, see what they can do for you. A week later, he hit me up and said, hey, can you help me write a synopsis for my book? I said, no, I really can't. You signed with an agency and gave them thousands of dollars. They should have gave you a synopsis with the thousands of dollar receipt. So I'm very, very affordable. I'm not going to lie. I'm affordable, and like I said, I'm building a family networking. Working with me is like literally Show It Well Publications is family run. You know what I'm saying? So working with me is not just a job, or it's not just working with the queen. Like literally we are family at that point, and we're trying to build each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a whole family atmosphere. And I'm affordable.
Hey, just putting it out there. C. Hicks, man, you definitely need to holler at him. And I read a little bit of his book. And he's definitely, I'm not just saying that because he's my partner and my co-host or whatever, but it's definitely heavy. And you said you like that gutter shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely on that type of vibe. But it ain't just like just reckless shit, you know what I'm saying? It got a message in it too. So I think you would enjoy it.
Okay. Well, you know, like I said, if he trusts in the queen can listen. I'm a one woman team, but I can do it. So listen, like I said, I sent you my website. Just go on there, go to the paid services page, and read and see what I can do for you. You know, how I can help you and how we can work together and network. Listen, we all family. We got to work together.
Yeah, I understood. I was on there. You know, I seen the first thing was publishing is just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
You know what I mean? So I take heed to that.
Yes.
So it's just the beginning.
Yes,
and you say the guy, he spent thousands of dollars signed to a publication company. Like he was giving them money to publish his book.
Yes, he did. And they didn't even publish it with the synopsis. I don't even know how in the world you write a book and don't have a synopsis on the back. That makes absolutely no sense to me. So, you know, like I said, I'm very affordable and I'm friendly and I work with you. So, you know, I'm a team. Like I said, I'm family before anything, you know. Don't get me wrong. If I don't like the cut of your jib, you know what I mean? If I don't like your vibe, I'll let you know that up front, you know, but I definitely try to work with people, you know. The only thing, like I said, I'm not publishing is the side girl winning, bitch 2 and 3 and 4. Like I don't do none of that. I got daughters and I be damned. Okay, that's just what I'm not going to teach them that that's the way of life. So, you know, I'm sorry. I'm not knocking those books. Y'all are definitely welcome to read them, but I'm just not publishing them is my whole thing. So you got to have a message if I'm going to publish your book.
Understood. Well, you know, I want to ask to our, you know, future co-host, D'Angela Shea, if she would like to ask any questions, or did you have any questions to ask? Because you're on the show right now. So, D'Angela, would you happen to have any questions to ask?
I don't. I think Doe is doing a fabulous job at asking.
Oh my goodness!
I am so mad y'all got this beautiful sounding sister on the line and she is so quiet. Sis, come on, you gotta dominate the crowd. You gotta listen, girl. You gotta make your presence felt. That's how you do as a host.
Oh my goodness.
This is their show, so I'm just guessing. You know, Carl already silenced me, and he done fired me like 20 times, like real talk. So I'm just waiting until I officially join the network when he can't cut me off, because they done this already last year. So, you know, I'm just reserved for right now.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, I thank you. I thank you, Deidre, for the kind compliment. Somebody appreciates me on this show.
I don't thank her.
Well, all of y'all got to find me on Facebook and follow me and make me a friend and get on my Queen Amina Entertaining Babies page. Y'all seem very entertaining. I know y'all got some stuff to share to the masses.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I believe me and you, we already friends on Facebook. We got some mutual acquaintances. I want to say, you're I think Titan the poet. I think he turned me on to you.
Oh, my bro. Okay. Titan been incognito since him and his girls got together. You know, you can't get him out of the boo loving, but you know, it's love's in the air, so I'm happy for him. So
Yeah. Shout out Titan, man. Titan a cool dude, and I believe, I don't know if you used to be with the POET.
Yes.
Or if you had any type of affiliation with them.
I used to do a show for them called Strictly for the Listeners.
Yep, that's exactly. When C. Hicks told me that you were our guest, when I seen who you was, I said, I know her. Like, I don't know her, but we friends on Facebook, and I just seen you go live before. I done tuned into one of your live shows before.
Okay.
So I knew that we had some mutual acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up.
You know, I love when I talk to people and they say, I know you. You know, it's just like, do you really? How come you ain't ordered my book yet? So that's my next question to you. How come you ain't ordered my book yet, since you know who I is and stuff? Because I got 5 of them, and I don't think you ordered not a one yet. What's going on? Why are we not that tight?
What you have? You got paperbacks too?
I do, and I keep them with me. I actually, you can order them on my website, but if you order them from me directly, I actually sign them to you. I make sure they're autographed to you. But if you order them from my website, they're just a paperback, like anybody else's. So,
Okay. Well, I definitely probably holler at you. I ain't gonna say this with CX ghetto because he was like, man, you get yourself in trouble. But nah, I like to support, what I'm saying, anybody that's doing something. And man, I ain't gonna lie, I had an experience. It's been a few months ago now, but this one chick, she was a past guest on the show. I ain't gonna air her name out, but I purchased one of her books, and it was 2 of her books actually. It was like a sequel, and it took her like 3 months to mail the books. And then when she finally mailed the books, she sent me like I think it was part 2, like 2 part 2s instead of part 1 and a part 2.
Oh no!
So it was just like a disaster, man. And I was just like, man, like I ain't gonna let everybody else. I'm not gonna let her ruin it for everybody else, but.
Please don't, because if you order my book today, I will send that book out tomorrow. That's how I do. You ask anybody that's ordered a book from the Queen, like even on my show, the person who comments the most on my show, Amina. Oh yes, and tune in to Amina, Amazing Mentors, Independently Nurturing Artists. I will be live tomorrow interviewing this gentleman named Harris. But off topic. Like I said, if you order a book from me on Wednesday, I ship it out on Thursday, and I send you a picture of the receipt so you can track it yourself. I'm all about my business, okay? Definitely.
That's what's up, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Can you spell your name so I can find you on Facebook?
Sure. You can find me at Queen Amina, Amina. Or you can find my publication page, which is show, SHOW, IT, well, WELL, because I definitely show it well, publications, and that's on Facebook too. Or my poetry page, which is Poetess, POETESS, Queen Amina. I'm everywhere. So.
First of all, I want to apologize, Queen Amina, because I could have sworn that I muted the Edge in the Shade, but I didn't.
Don't silence the sister.
Real, like, respect, kick his ass. Okay, so you're ready to call the police, because when I see you, I'm going to kick your ass. Like, real talk. It ain't a threat, it's a promise.
You can't silence the women. I told you I'm a woman appreciator. And a lot of women don't appreciate me appreciating them. I always tell them, their shoes is nice, their clothes is nice, and they be looking at the Queen like I got a problem. But I definitely like to network with women, because I'm trying to get off of that all women want to see each other torn down thing, because I'm really not that. I like to build women up, I actually had a woman co-host.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Amina. I'm sorry.
No, I had a woman co-host on my last show on Strictly for the Listeners, and we had we would have so much fun. Like, I was the good cop, she was the bad cop, and because she's from New York, so y'all know how y'all Brooklyn girls do. Like, she was so funny. Like, we had the best show. The atmosphere was great. The people would call in, and it was awesome. So I love women networking together and building each other up.
And that is the show that we have, A Simple Sexy. Now, we are changing the name and changing to a different direction, but our purpose was to show that Black women can work together. Mm-hmm. We can clap for each other,
yes,
and not be no hate at all. We can promote other women and tell like, hey, you're beautiful, and it's not no big thing, because that is such a big taboo subject with African-American women. It's like, oh, you work with a Black girl, y'all get along? Like, why would you even have to say that? Like, really?
True.
If I say, oh, my co-host is white, you automatically assume that we cool. Like, no. We're both sexy with the nasty hair. We good.
I know that's right. Yes. So,
And let me say this. I am a woman appreciator, too. So, don't get me confused with Mr. CX, because I definitely appreciate women, especially the Black women, the Black queens, should I say.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, you said we friends on Facebook. What's your Facebook name?
I'm throwing it down. DOUGH space DADON.
Okay. 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 All right. I'm gonna make a point to find you and follow you, because most people, when I make them my Facebook friends, I unfollow them because I don't like following people because they be sharing some ratchet stuff. But I'm gonna make a point to find you and follow you, and make sure I support the show and share when y'all going live. But like I said, only to the point where I'm not in Facebook jail, because like every other week I'm in Facebook jail. It's getting on my nerves.
Oh, okay. Okay. Like I said, I knew you looked familiar, you know, because I got like almost 30 more days to, to my bit is over with. So I was, you know what I mean?
Always sharing the cell, huh?
I don't know what the hell. Yeah, I don't know what the hell going on. I think my Facebook parole officer is like racist or something.
True.
Anything I put it goes against community standards. I think my name itself goes against community standards. That's why they always on my tail.
See, that's how I feel. I got put in Facebook jail for sharing my book. It said that my book was sharing gangster type things that wasn't set for the community, but it really didn't. The book got a girl who looks sad and she on the ground holding her face, and it says Queenie's secret. So I don't know if they was mad that they didn't know her secret. That's why they put me in Facebook jail. I don't know, but it was horrible.
Oh man. Well, Miss Queen Amina, I got a question for you. I want to ask you this.
Yes, sir.
You know, because you like seem like a real bubbly person, got a bubbly personality. You know what I'm saying? Like you a people's person. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I could tell like you just got it. You got the gift of gab. So I want to know what you said you done moved around quite a bit, and you're not currently in your hometown where you're from. Now, with your writing, do you feel like you get more support from like your family and close friends, or do you feel like you get more support from strangers? Like people that really don't know you, just like social media people.
I am the black sheep of my family. Nobody in my family really speaks to me. So my children are like my world. Like they support me, but nobody else in my family. Like I have a few. I could say I got a handful of people in my family that would want to say hey to me from time to time. But honestly, in my family, 1, 2, 3, 4 people in my family have purchased my books. But I honestly get more support from people that I network with than I do from my family. You know, my friends are my friends, so they know me. But I want to say they haven't truly. 1, 2, 3 of them have actually bought my book. A good friend of mine is my editor in my company. So my friends are my support. Friends are the family that we make for ourselves. So I want to say when it comes to my friends, they are my family. So they have my books, but my actual family, blood running through their veins, they don't have my books. They haven't ordered my books. They haven't decided to read my books. They don't share my stuff. They don't do anything. I get more love from people that I don't know than I do from people I grew up with and share blood with, took baths with, shared a plate with, ran through the rain with. You know what I'm saying? So it's very weird. It is, to me, it's very weird, but I never knock any of them. And I'm going to be very honest. All of them in my family that write, I still share their stuff. I have one of each one of their books. You know what I'm saying? Like I support them because that's what I am in my heart. And, I am a people person now, but they know the queen wasn't always a people person. The queen, like, you couldn't even look at me too long. I'd be all up in your world. Like, so I had to dial that down because I have children. And, your children can't go on a play date when you done beat up somebody's mama. So, it's just, I just had to change and elevate myself. So, but yeah, family is not really helpful. My networking team is who supports me. People who hear my blog that'll inbox me. I had this one girl inbox me. She said she broke her back and she was in the hospital for a month. In that month, she watched all 300 of my YouTube blogs, and she inboxed me and told me that I was one of the most amazing people she ever met, and she ordered all 5 of my books. So,
That's dope.
Wow.
Well,
Speaking of, your YouTube and all that, just, just DM me a good time, with me and Doe, or, Doe's and busy or something. We come on and be interviewed, you know what I mean? And also,
definitely,
when I chimed in on your last, not podcast, but on your live, you stream on Instagram, you told me that you had, shared a couple of my posts and stuff.
I do.
And I want to apologize if you lost any followers because of such posts.
Actually, like I said,
I want to apologize up front.
Like I said, my followers know I'm blunt and up front. So trust me, anything that I shared, people loved it. They loved it. So I thank you for sharing the things that you share, because I get to steal some good shit and get to share it and pass it off as my own. So I thank you so much for not being upset. Because some people get upset, like, you stole my post and then you took my name off of it. No, I cropped you out. I didn't take your name off of it. You did, so. So,
I mean, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that share my posts. Now, I don't ever put my names on them anyway. You know what I mean? Maybe like one or two I put my names on, but I don't put my names on them anyway. You know what I mean? Spread the word. You know what I mean? Whether people think it's hateful or not, spread the word. You know what I mean?
I'll share it.
Be my guest. You know what I mean? Like I told you.
I'll share it. But I'm going to ask a favor of all three of you wonderful people. If you guys could watch a couple, just pick and choose any couple of my blogs, The Queen Speaks. Because I'm going to be very honest. I started my blog, The Queen Speaks, because of Sandra Bland. She was actually my friend on Facebook. So when she was killed, it really crushed me. And she used to do a blog called Sandy Speaks. So when she passed, I started doing The Queen Speaks, because I felt like, Sandy is still going to speak through me. So when y'all get a minute, scroll to the very beginning of The Queen, which was 3 years ago, and watch some of those and share some of those, because I really got some good messages, relationship messages, parenting messages, just flat out, we ain't playing with the bullshit messages. I just got a lot of things on there. Like I said, I got 319 videos up there. So definitely share them and help me get out there a little bit more,
I definitely got you. You know what I'm saying? And, me, I'm a MC myself. Okay. So, I got videos too on YouTube. And what I do is just hit my inbox after the show, my messenger, and just shoot me a link. Okay. And I'll make sure I subscribe to your YouTube channel. I'll definitely check you out. I'll check out some of your videos, give you some likes, some comments, you know what I'm saying, feedback, all that. And
appreciate it.
If you on Twitter, I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram as well, but I've been trying to, work off Twitter a little more, because Twitter really, even though Twitter's a little tougher to get the hang of,
I'm on Twitter.
You do get the hang of it. Twitter is more of a networking site to me.
Yes.
So I'll definitely, retweet some of your stuff. I follow on there, That's what it's about, building the networking.
All right, well, I will follow you on Twitter, because I am on Twitter under Amina Showell. That's how I got my publishing company's name. My last name before I got married was Showell. That's why I show it well. But yeah, I'll definitely follow you on Twitter, and y'all follow me on Twitter too as Amina, Amina Showell, Showell. So, Twitter is actually good, and you can't get in Twitter jail. So yes, you can share on Twitter.
Right. Twitter, well, actually, I was gonna say, even though you don't like Twitter, if you say you just never got the hang of it, man, maybe you need to be on Twitter, because they never ban. People be putting the wildest shit on Twitter. You can't, you damn near. If you get banned off Twitter, then you a wild ass person, for real.
True.
You wild.
True. Well, that's why y'all should tune into my show tomorrow. The guy that's gonna be on my show, his name is Harris, and he actually started another social media app called Social In. And some type of way, the more people you bring in, you can actually get paid from his app, but there's no social in jail. You can share whatever you want, and it's really cool. I'll share the link tomorrow. I'll share the link tonight, because I'm gonna have to start promoting for the show tomorrow. But yeah, y'all should definitely tune in. He doesn't have the app, but he started the social link. So if you click the link, you can go in and make yourself a profile. I know I did. So, and I can share whatever I want. and not go to social in jail, and I like that. So, and plus it's made by a black man, and not to say it like that because I like Facebook, but Facebook is starting to be too much. Facebook said that we got privacy. However, every time I add something new to my phone, my Facebook want to say, "Oh, your contact such and such." How the fuck do the phone know who my contact is if I had privacy? So I'm trying to, I'm getting a little scared of Facebook a little bit. So
talk to him. You want unscripted? Talk that shit. That's real.
Look, I keep it real. Like, listen, they watch it. Like, I won't even let my kids use Siri or none of that. I told them one day, my daughter said, "Siri, tell me the time." Siri started talking. I said, No. The government is listening to your whole conversation. We gonna cut Siri straight the fuck off. We is not talking to her because she talking to the man, and we good. No Siri, none of that Google Messenger where it's telling me I can talk to the phone and it'll plan my day. No, thank you. Because then you done gave my whole resume to the cops and they don't know where I'm at. I'm good, okay? I'm from Philly. I got some things in the street that I want to keep in the street and bury it, okay? So, listen. So.
Hey, what time is your show tomorrow?
Tomorrow it is actually at 6:30 my time, which will be 8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so see, we have a little conflict. We might not be able to tune in because we got our real talk episode tomorrow night as well. That's where we have like a kind of like a free fall. We pick a topic or two that we start off with, like a current event, and then we got we just let different people call in and we all give our opinion on it. So if you are ever free, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it varies every week what day it is. But if you ever free and you catch us, promoting it, and you got some free time and you want to call in, even you can promote your show as well. Promote your show and just give your feedback, on the topic. You could do that. But if you do you have a replay where we can catch a replay?
I sure do. I share it on Facebook over and over again. I do watch parties with it. Like, for the first night, I just keep sharing it. And you can always rewatch it on YouTube. So if you subscribe to my channel, you can always rewatch it there and you can comment. And I come back later and I re-comment. I share it as much as possible. And I do talk to the people. Like sometimes people say some things that I got to go in the inbox and reply to them. But, definitely. I definitely share over and over again. And since you said we friends on Facebook, you'll see my watch party. The watch party comes on a little bit later. But even like I said, even this interview right now, I'm live on my Queen page. And once we're finished, I'm just going to do a little quick replay, put it on the watch party. I share it on LinkedIn. I share it on Twitter. And I share it on my Google. So I share it everywhere.
Okay, we appreciate that, and we gonna definitely give you that love back and tune into your show. Like I said, I'm gonna subscribe to your YouTube channel. Okay. And I'm a night owl, so Phoenix is as well. So when late at night, I cut on, go on your channel and just let them joints run.
I know that's right.
Attention to them and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
We gotta support each other.
Definitely.
So the link you sent me in my inbox about for the YouTube. I can find all those videos on that channel?
Yes, that is my YouTube channel. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I seen you put one up, I believe it was like yesterday or something. I forget what it was about. But I seen that, you do got a couple on there,
Yeah, yesterday.
I listened to one for a bit.
Yesterday, I was people inbox me from time to time and ask questions. And yesterday, this young lady asked me if I saw my friend's man out, with another woman, would I tell? So I had to do a blog on that because at the end of the day, everything ain't for everybody. Like I said in my blog, it's levels of friendship. You know what I'm saying? And it's levels of situation. Sometimes you'll know somebody's situation. Just because I'm having lunch with this person don't mean I'm cheating with this person. We could be networking and, but now if you see me all up in somebody's mouth, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, sometimes if you've been friends with somebody for years, you might be able to tell them before you tell a person you've been friends with for a couple weeks. So I try to answer people's questions because from time to time people will inbox and be like, Queen, what, and I keep it very funky and very real with them. I really, really do. So,
that's understood.
Right, right.
Hey,
Queen Amina, we got 60 seconds left.
Okay.
So if you want to give your shout to Let everybody know we can be found on the social media and everything.
Okay.
Your time is now.
Okay, well, I want to thank you so much for having me, Queen Amina. I appreciate it. Y'all can find me on YouTube under The Queen Speaks, or put in Queen Amina and you'll see me standing there with a mic in my hand. Subscribe to me. I need that. Find me on Facebook under Poetess Queen Amina, or find me on Facebook under Show It Well Publications. All writers, authors, even if you want some music copywritten, hit me up. I also do promotion. My promotional team is awesome. And find my website. It's Queen Amina on Winks.com, and that is my publication website. But you can actually go to Facebook, Show It Well Publications, and click contact us, and it'll take you right there. Look at the paid services. I do a lot of things, and I will help y'all get off y'all feet and start being in this race, okay? I truly, truly appreciate Unscripted for having me. Y'all are phenomenal.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Just spoke. And we Unscripted. And we out.
We out. Thank you.